Hello, everyone. This episode's going to be a little bit different. A lot of times we talk about things from the past, history making things from my childhood. Recently, we've done physical media. We've done old video games. We've done, good Lord, the X-Files. We talked for 2 hours about the X-Files. But now we're talking about history that's happening as we speak. I'd like to introduce you all to Riley Mary, a humble young man from the great country of Canada who has taken the internet by storm as potato salad guy. Welcome to Big Kid, Riley.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I guess I'm potato salad guy, and I can't be happier. This is more than I ever expected. I'll tell you that.
But before we get too deep, can walk us through what exactly happened, because everything I've come across so far has either been sent to me by friends who live in the HRM region, or the Halifax Reddit has been popping off. So
they love it. Yeah.
So walk us through exactly what's going on here.
So pretty much here, I know there's a lot of discourse, people saying I ate this much, people saying I did this, people saying I was allowed in the cemetery, people saying I wasn't. But overall, what happened is I had a bucket of potato salad, as one does when you go to Costco. You buy way too much.
Every time.
Potato salad expires rather quickly, so I looked at the expiry date. It expired basically the day of the challenge. So a week out, I said, I'm never going to eat this whole tub in regular sittings, so I'm going to have to eat the whole thing. So what I did, just as a joke to my friends, was I made the poster and I sent a few Snapchats out, and then I went to bed, woke up, I had like 9-10 replies. Is this happening? Is this happening? Is this real? And then by that point, it kind of grew out of control. I had actual people saying they're going to come see me. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I can't drop the bit. So I ended up bringing the potato salad, putting posters up around the city. And then the city took care of it. But again, tried to eat 5 pounds of potato salad in a cemetery over a dead prime minister's body.
Okay. So already I have so many questions. First one, if it hadn't gone viral, would you have still gone there and tried to eat potato salad at this cemetery?
100%. I had, before it went out of proportion, out of anything I ever expected, I knew at least 6 or 7 of my friends were going to show up. I didn't know it was going to be one of the most torrential rainfalls of the entire year so far. We were getting flash flood warnings, so I couldn't have not done it, even if there was only going to be me and the police.
Okay, there's something else to touch on. Literally, the police got involved, and when you showed up to eat potato salad, there were 2 squad cars there with cops waiting to keep you from eating potato salad at the gravesite of Canada's 4th prime minister.
Yes, our 4th prime minister. His body must be very important, because I live very close to this cemetery and I walk by every night and every day. This is the first time I've ever seen it locked, and it's the first time I've ever seen somebody protect it. So they obviously heard about it. Nobody contacted me. I've never once spoken to the police. Nobody told me to not do it. So when I showed up, it was a pleasant surprise. I didn't know if they were just going to handcuff me and say, no, buddy, you're done. But what they were most worried about was just in general trespassing. So whoever owns the cemetery, I think it's the Catholic Congregation of Nova Scotia, they obviously can charge people for trespassing, and they had the cops there all day apparently.
Oh, wow. So when you first walk up and with your bucket of potato salad and you see that there are now police there waiting for your arrival, what is the first thought that goes through your head?
Oh, I was like, is this it? Am I going to jail for potato salad? So I was a little concerned. I wasn't too certain. I was still going to do it no matter what, or at least attempt to. They would have had to tackle me. But I knocked on the window. I said, is this for me, or what is this? And he said, we just can't let people trespass. So he told me, go for it. We're here to watch, and I hope you do it, buddy. And he gave me a fist pound, and he sat down. He turned on his lights so that the whole crowd could see. And again, one of them recorded. So, and they helped me clean afterwards. So again, I'm not won't say I love police, but these 4 guys were great.
That, you know what, that like it's I'm glad that you were able to like it sounds like they wanted to be a part, like as in on the bit, like because they're not the only ones who showed up. There was an audience there. You can find the
Oh,
pictures online, like, and you can also see the coverage of this happening on the news, and not just like local Halifax news, but like the news. I've seen your
oh
face
yeah.
pop
I
up
was on
everywhere.
CBC Primetime picked it up, I think. So it was insane. I can't believe it. Again, I'm just a week ago. Well, over a week ago now. 2 weeks ago, I was just a regular guy. Now I'm apparently Canadian Heritage moment. So
That there is for those of you who aren't in on go I swear to you, go to the Halifax subreddit and look for the Canadian Heritage image, because it's just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And
it's great.
it's almost as good as the very sweet oil painting that was done.
Oh
When
yes.
like what's okay, I've got like what is that moment for you when you're not only has this become what it's become, but there is an actual artist out there who is forever immortalized in an oil painting? What do you think at
Oh
that point?
yes. And since then, I have made sure to reach out to her. We're actually on a communication basis almost daily. And
Awesome.
what most people don't know, because this is very early arrangements, but we're going to actually raffle it off for Feed Nova Scotia. So the actual painting, anybody can own it. It doesn't matter where you are, what's going on. We just have to finish the auction license. But we're going to set up a raffle here. And again, it's all going to be, I don't want any money. She doesn't want any money. And we're going to try to do something nice here because I never intended on this and I didn't do anything good out of it in the first place. So we're going to do something with it. So if anybody wants it, look into it a little later and you can easily put in a bid.
Yeah, once this auction goes live, we'll have to throw that link out there because it's such an interesting and fun, also the most Canadian thing.
Oh, it
Like
could
come
be easily, yes.
coming from an American who loves Canada, I've been all throughout Canada for work and for fun. There's just something different about things up there where everything just feels nicer and more genuine. I'm from
Oh, it's
California. There's a lot of angry, sarcastic people where I come
that's
from.
fair. I have a lot of family in Reno, so I can understand. I'm not fully North Cal, but I got quite a few aunts and uncles that are just on the other side of the border there.
Love it. So, am I to understand you are a college student in your
I
real
am
life?
not. I have zero education. I am a plumber who turned
Oh, awesome.
into a salesperson. So
And
I'm just a
and
regular guy. I'm not even smart.
you're yeah, but you're just a regular guy who's now like known. Is that weird for you?
It is weird.
Like
I had to change my
yeah.
morning coffee shop. They recognized me. Then I walked in. I was at Costco today. Shout out Costco. But I got recognized in there. It's it hasn't stopped. I thought this was going to be 15 minutes, but the people of Halifax, like everybody knows me. Even in my professional life, I'm getting given potato salad at my business meetings. So it's insane.
Now here's the most important question. Do you actually like potato salad?
I never
Because
did
any like
beforehand.
I've bought so many things at Costco over the years that I don't like, but because it's such a bargain that like someone will want it.
Well, it was I think it was 11.50 regular, so I got it for 2.50 off. So I said I can't not buy this. I hate potato salad now, but beforehand I was impartial. I might have
Okay.
potentially evaded it, but again, now it's my enemy.
Is it oh really? You
Well, I
oh
haven't beat
man.
it yet, so we're gonna do a round two. And that will definitely I think that's gonna be the pinnacle of my existence once I finally get this potato salad done.
Okay, so you like your first go around, you're eating it outdoors in the pouring rain. You get how much of it were you able to eat out of the first tub?
Pretty well, 3.8. I took
Pounds?
home the bowl. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, go on.
And I weighed it because I needed to know. I knew I was 100% sure I wasn't gonna finish almost. So I had to figure out how much I could do, just so I can track it for next time. But again, 3.8 is the consensus number, so I missed about a pound.
Wow. I mean, A, that's very impressive. That is nearly 4 pounds of potato salad in one sitting. Um,
Yes,
I love potato salad. Could never do that, but also don't ever want to do that.
that's true. I don't think I wanted to do this. I think I kind of hate the fact that I had to do this, but the way the snowball turned into an avalanche, it's now me. It's part of who I am. So I guess I'm a competitive eater by trade. I guess.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I don't know a lot about the world of competitive eating. I know about the guys who eat hot dogs at Coney Island on the 4th of July, and I know there's television shows. It
Yeah, that's pretty well.
like this seems like a very good way to bridge into competitive eating.
I think
I feel like competitive eating would lean way into a viral star making their way into the fold.
I think it's almost my only. I think it's my only step stool into a out of 15 minutes of fame at this point. Maybe comedy, but again, I think it's easier to just stuff my face with hot dogs.
I mean,
So
well, and I mean, hot dogs are great. What way?
I
Okay,
love them.
now that what would your go to food being if you were going to go through competitive eating? Like, what would you be able to eat a lot of?
Oh, you know what? I bet you I could take down a massive number of shrimp. I don't know.
Really?
Seafood, I could kill it all from Halifax. Grew up in a fishing
That's
family,
true.
so yeah, I think anything, haddock, salt cod, all that good stuff. I could anything that had came out of the ocean, I could probably put back better than most other people. So
I would like
that
to
might
see
be
more
the
seafood
yeah,
eating
but
contests.
yes, yes. I mean, we probably have them around here, but I've only been conscious of this whole entire competition situation for about 2 weeks.
Mhm.
So, um, next time something happens, I'll definitely enter and then we'll see how it goes. But I have been training just now since this all happened. Like today, I just had like 3 Costco hot dogs before this interview.
Did you really?
Yes,
Okay,
I
but
100% did. I even have the pop right here.
my man, because Costco hot dogs are genuinely very good, I think.
100%. You don't get much juicier than that. So,
You
I
don't, and
mean,
it's like what? It's a dog and a Coke for like $3. Like,
oh, 100%. I think up in Canada it's a buck 50. So, it's
ooh,
it's
that's pretty
real
nice.
cheap here. Yeah, it costs like nothing. So I've been eating the hot dogs, just trying to keep it going. But I should probably stop because I know I'm not going to do anything for at least till the new year.
So before anything else, before you branch out in anywhere else, you want to conquer your potato salad mountain.
Yes, I've had offers. Obviously, donaires are super popular in this city. I'm sure you're gonna get into that with me. But I've had
Oh
offers
yeah.
from donaire places. But all I can say is hold on. We're gonna get there after I get the potato salad. So they're waiting for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm pausing all this to talk about donaires for a second because
I love them.
explaining me trying to it's I would argue a perfect food.
It easily
Everything
could be.
about it is delicious.
Yes,
Like
it's
even the white sauce is delicious with paired with the donair meat. Like
the whole
it's
thing, the
so good.
whole every part about it. It's a beautiful creation, and I'm so lucky I live in the city where it was made.
You are very lucky because I've tried to find for people who don't know what donairs are, it's sort I guess it's a Greek inspired kebab. It's
Yeah, it's like
typically
a
lamb or lamb and beef or just beef
yeah.
and it's kind
Ours
of got
is
those
spiced
spices running
meat.
through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
yeah.
Nova Scotia way to do it is it's a pita bread. And then you just douse that thing with spiced meat that you shave off of a block. No different than
Mhm.
a kebab, but with different spices. Ours, they're secret. No, like one pizza place to the next pizza place. Nobody will tell you how you do it. But either way, what it is it's just shaved meat, kind of this sweet condensed milk sauce, chopped
Yeah.
onions, tomatoes, and you just give it to them in a hot, warm roll of tinfoil, and then you go to town. Most of them sit around 2 pounds average, and we're obsessed
And
up here.
they're so good. And I've never had I'm sure bad ones exist. Never had a bad one. And also, I'll say, Donair pizza is a jam. More people like it's combining two wonderful things into one amazing thing. What's not to love about that?
Yeah, it's a perfect mix. If you want, I think the closest place for you would probably be Edmonton. Unfortunately, it's about the closest you'll get. We got a lot of Nova Scotians over there that make it, but I don't think you'll find a true one unless you maybe ask my aunt if you want to go up to Reno.
I mean, I've yet to hear a better argument for going to Reno.
They're true. I was there,
Like,
and I would never go back. Virginia City's all
it's
right though.
where is Virginia City also around there?
Yeah, it's that old mining town where the Comstock lode was.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'm obsessed with that, all the old Western, all that good stuff there. So we went up and I did the whole cowboy experience, the whole mining. Mark Twain lived there. It's right outside of Carson City, up in the hills there.
That actually sounds really nice.
It's a great weekend trip. And it's awesome. It was a great time. I can't suggest it more.
Love it. All right. Now I just want to run through some we got it. We got a breakdown of what this wild event was. And also, again, everybody, there is footage of this all happening online. It's so much fun. And it's just nice to have something fun being a thing
Yes.
going around this. I feel like we don't get that a lot anymore. It's nice to be like, oh, sometimes people are just doing cool things and other people notice and have fun with it.
Yeah, and that's all it was. That's all it was. There's no greater purpose than this. Than things are kind of crappy right now. Money's kind of tight, especially in this province. Nova Scotia's we're the poorest place in all of Canada. So the average person is just cutting by buying groceries right now. Especially since the pandemic happened, we've had an influx of people move here because we were one of the safest places on the planet during COVID. So all these multi-millionaire people bought up properties, moved in. We're in a housing crisis. It's a mess. Everybody is having a terrible time. So I just thought this would be funny. And the whole city has rallied behind me. It's insane.
And now you're ultimately turning it to good when you guys auction off this oil painting for it was for Feed Nova Scotia, right?
Yeah, for Feed Nova Scotia. So we're gonna try to feed as many mouths as we can there. And then obviously down the road, anytime I do anything in the future, if people are gonna show up, there's always gonna be for a good cause. Again, I never want money out of this. It's I never asked for any of this.
All right. Now I warned you coming into this that I just wanted to I love Halifax and there was just a few things I wanted to check with to see if they're still cool because again, I haven't been to the area for about a decade now. I think the last time I was there was I flew up there to meet friends who we then drove to New Brunswick to see the last show on the U2 tour when it came through there.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Up at
Moncton.
Moncton at Magnetic Hill. What a great weekend that was. But okay, first of all, do people still care about Alexander Keith's beer there? / is Alexander Keith's even still a thing at this point?
He is massive. We've got new apartment buildings named after him. His beer is still very prominent, although
good.
You're definitely not gonna. I'll drink it, but you either love it or you hate it. I'm pretty sure that's its actual slogan.
I feel like when Anheuser-Busch got involved, people started being like, I don't know about that so much.
Yeah, it seems they're definitely our most mainstream beer. So up here you can't get too many varieties, but you'll never run out of Budweiser and you'll never run out of Keys because again they're mass produced like nobody's business.
Awesome. And we talked a bit before we started recording. Okay, again, for people who haven't been to Halifax, there isn't anymore. There used to be this tugboat that sat in the harbor that had a big face on it, and it looked like it was out of the world of Thomas the Tank Engine and those types of things. And what I didn't know is that this was Theodore Tugboat, who was literally a character on a children's show. So he was
Yes.
exactly that, but it was in real life, and it was there for so long, and then it went away. I
Yeah,
don't know why it went away. Is it bad?
it's sad.
Oh,
The city, we owned it. Halifax owned it. And the city went in debt during COVID, and they needed money. So a very rich benefactor from Ontario bought it and turned it into an Airbnb.
ew.
That's the
That sounds.
actual story of what happened to him. That's
Are you?
it. That he's
That's
yes,
horrible.
yes, that's it. That's that. And then I'm pretty sure the Airbnb flunked, like they weren't making profit off of it. So now he's resold and he's in Hamilton, Ontario. And I think he does harbor tours.
So Theodore's just heading around the country at this point.
Yeah, and he's like he was ours for 25 years. We used to film the
Yeah.
TV show in Halifax, like with the little models and all that stuff.
Oh,
So
I
that's
did
why
not
he's
know
so
that. That's
yeah,
cool.
he's very deep part of our culture. And we got rid of him. Well, a group of 7 people who run the city got rid of him.
That sucks. That absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming there is still a soft spot in Halifax's heart for Theodore Tugboat.
Oh, 100%. It's not as prominent as anybody would think it is. Like we're not talking about him every day. But when Theodore Tugboat gets brought up, it's still a soft spot in our heart. There's no difference than Donairs and Theodore to us. We
Oh, I
love them
love it.
both. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I mean, to wrap up, you made just about 4 pounds of potato salad. You're gonna try it again. Are you gonna try to use that same potato salad? Like, does the
I think
consistency important?
I think for consistency, for just so that I can be legitimate, I think I have to. But if somebody can make killer potato salad and it's homemade, I would definitely, I would potentially eat the homemade potato salad. It's we'll see, we'll see. I can't give
I love
away
it.
too much just yet.
Amazing. Uh, Thank you so much. Where can people find you online? Are you sharing your
Perfect.
social
Yeah.
media out there?
I do. I kind of tried to keep my personal name out of this because, again, I just did this kind of as like a performative stunt. But the news has pushed me out there. So if you want to find me on anywhere, you can just look me up at Riley Mary. I'll pretty much come up on every social media platform. TikTok, Potato Salad Guy. But again,
Real?
if you want to
Oh,
follow me on anything else,
I will follow you on TikTok as soon as we're done here because that sounds like
perfect.
my kind of content.
That's
Yeah, and
definitely my most prominent.
awesome. And we'll make sure to put all the links to his social media down below so you can click in, you can follow, and then when that oil painting goes on sale, you can fight me for it because I think it would look really good on the wall of my office.
I think that would be a genius idea. Also,
I'm just
I have no idea, but I think it's gonna like I think whoever wins it gets free money because it's appreciated value. Like I think somebody somewhere is gonna offer. So
Oh
it's
wow.
yeah, because there's a lot of people who like people are saying they want it in the art museum in Nova Scotia. Like I mean that's really pushing it to beyond where I think it should go. But if there's actually somebody out there with throwaway money, I'm sure they would throw away money at it. So
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Riley. I am so glad that I got a link sent to me to a Reddit thread because following your story over the past couple weeks has been a real blast, and I look forward to seeing what comes next of this.
100%. I'll always keep you posted on that kind of stuff here. So I'm not sure what my next move is going to be, but I'm 99% sure it's going to involve another tub of potato salad.
Amazing. Thank you.
No worries, Chris. Have a good one, and thanks for having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Mary. I don't know where to begin. I shot Riley an Instagram DM at random after my friend Lindsay Steves, shout out Lindsay, uh, linked me to the Reddit thread and said, "You remember how?" Because I just posted a thing on Instagram of saying I miss visiting Halifax, I miss visiting Nova Scotia, and so Lindsay decided to loop me in on what's going on in Halifax, and I texted her back and I said, "What if I might try to get an interview with him?" And she was like, "Do it." And so I did. And I'm so glad I did. You guys, Canada is wonderful. It's just a place of sheer delight most of the time. And like stuff like this is the reason why. And also stuff like this is the reason why this podcast exists in a weird way. No, he didn't grow up idolizing potato salad and now he's an adult potato salad fan, but like we're all in search of that little sense of wonder that just makes the world a little bit easier to deal with. And this is that kind of story. This guy, as a joke, made a poster sent to his friends about eating a bunch of potato salad, and then it turned into an event that people showed up to because it just sounded fun and cool, and it was. And now it's gonna keep going because, like, honestly, honest to God, if every food festival in Halifax doesn't have this guy as a special celebrity guest judge of things, something is horribly wrong. Because this is the exact kind of thing we all need more of. So thank you, Riley, for coming on the show and telling your very cool, very fun story. I look forward to Potato Salad 2.0 and whatever you decide to eat after that. And thank you all for listening. If you or watching for that matter, if you'd be so kind, if you're on YouTube, just hit that little subscribe button, the like button, the thumbs up button, hit the little bell so it'll let you know when new episodes are out. Leave comments, talk to me in the comments. If you have thoughts, I've got thoughts. And then if you're an audio listener, just shoot us a quick review on whatever your pod platform of choice is. Again, as I've mentioned, send me a screenshot of the review, and the first person to do that, I'll send them a digital code to a movie. Seems pretty easy. But yeah, I hope everyone has an excellent beginning of their December. I, as you hear this, am on a plane headed to Sao Paulo, Brazil for a few days to cover the CCXP convention for work. However, I'm working on doing a little something for the pod. That should be fun. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.